here. So I've got a really quick and easy little project for you to try using the Lily collection. So we've got like a little folio style project here, just a little something to pass the time away, little something cute extra to make using your collection. So it opens like so, okay, and then it opens down and we've got a pocket here which holds the photos that you've gotten, and then the postcards, I printed those two to a page. So when I decorated this, I printed the papers two to a page to make the print smaller rather than using the full size prints. So then when we open this, we've got this fantastic concertina style storage. Okay, so it will pull right open like so. It expands. You've probably seen something similar before. It fully expands, so you've got lots of room. So for example, I've made just a little notebook, just a few sheets of coffee dyed paper, just stapled, that slides in there. This one we've got tags, more photos, lots and lots of room. It's nice and flexible, and I have put little tabs on each one so that you can flick through. Okay, so it's a cute little project. It could go in with a journal. It's only 1/2 inch, so it's not too bulky. It's got room to grow. Okay, so you can pack it full of your little bits of ephemera, slip it in a journal, or add it as a little gift to go with a journal, or just as a little gift. And then we've just got the simple closure. So I'll show you really quickly how I've made it. So first of all, you need 6 envelopes. Okay, these are 4x6 envelopes, but take the concept, it doesn't matter what size your envelopes are. Okay, so you want them all with the flaps open. Okay, and then we're going to cut them off. So I'm going to do 3 at a time because I don't think my trimmer will like any more than that. And where the edge of the envelope opening is there, if you've got this shape here, we want to cut straight across there, so we're removing all of that flap. Okay, I'll get it lined up, make sure they're all even, and we're going to just cut those off. Save them because it's quite sturdy paper. You can maybe make your closure out of it. So then what you want to do is get your other 3 envelopes. Okay, line them up. Yeah, and you want to make a little mark to make sure you're cutting them all the same size. And then do the next 3. I mean, if you've got like a super strong trimmer, yours might cut 6 at once. Mine absolutely won't. Right, so that's those prepped. Okay, so onto the base. So you want a sheet of lightweight cardstock. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's letter size or A4, it'll still work. So you want to cut it on the short side there to 6 1/4. I think it's 6 1/4. Let me just double check. Yep, 6 1/4. Okay, so 6 1/4 is there. Okay, that just makes it ever so slightly bigger than your envelopes. So if you're using different size envelopes to me, measure the long side of the envelopes and add 1/4 inch, and same for the depth. Okay, you might need to adjust yours. So then you want to put it in a scoreboard on the long side. Okay, let me see if I can. My desk's a hot mess, a really bad hot mess. Here we go. And you want to score at, are you ready? Okay, 2 1/2, 3, 7 1/4, and 7 3/4. Okay, so that then gives us room. My envelopes are, you know, I've cut them down, haven't I? They started off at 4. I've cut them down, so they're now 3 1/2. So if you need to adjust your sizing, you need to make sure that this space has room for 3 1/2 plus 1/2 inch. You want that 1/2 inch there at the top to get things in and out, and if you want to put tabs in. Okay, so if you need to resize this to suit your envelopes, you do the width plus 1/4 inch. Okay, and then the height on this back piece is plus 1/2 inch, and then whatever you've got left at that end, you've got left. Okay, it will just form the 2 flaps. All right, easy peasy. So then you just want to fold and burnish on those score marks. Okay, let me just remind myself which way I'm folding. You fold towards the bump. Couldn't remember then. Okay. Working with white card on a dirty desk is not the best plan. I should have gotten some clean paper out, but my measurements are here. So that is your basic base. Okay, so like I said, this top part here is quite large, so even if you're on the shorter length cardstock to me, which I think is 11.5, this, whatever you've got left at the end, is still going to fit. Okay, right, so that's your base. Then you get your envelopes. You've probably seen this before. It's nothing new. It's been around for donkey's years. So the very first one, although it doesn't really matter, make sure you've got a plain facing rather than the shaped overlapping of the envelope. And then you just want to glue them with the openings at the top onto each other. Okay, but don't glue the whole thing. Go central here and just glue like a rectangle. Okay, I hope you can see that, like a rectangle. So you're leaving quite a big border all the way around, and the reason that we're doing that is so that they will, you know, expand. If you glue them all the way flat to each other, they won't move. Okay, so you just glue them back to back until you've got your stack, and you can put as many or as few envelopes in as you want. I've given you a 1/2 inch gusset. If you want less, you know, do a smaller gusset or no gusset. If you want more, increase your gusset. Okay, I've kept it really simple. Let me just remind myself where there we are. Just make sure when you're gluing them down that all of them have got the opening face in the top, and you don't glue them upside down to each other, because that would be a bit of a disaster. Okay, so you're just gluing roughly in the centre of each one and gluing them together. And then I can't urge strong enough for you to wait for it to dry before you start trying to, you know, work the mechanism of the expanding fold. It's basically like an expanding folder, isn't it? Yeah, but leave them to dry, otherwise it'll just fall apart. Okay, and the last one. And bob that on there. And then you've got your set of 6. Okay. Now, because you've got quite a lot of layers sandwiched between each other with glue, that's going to take a while to dry. It's going to take longer than you think. So set it aside. Go get yourself a brew or go watch one of my YouTube videos and give it lots of time to dry, because you've got quite a wad of paper there that's got wet glue inside, okay? So it will take a while to dry. Once it's dry, all you need to do is glue. And now this one, you want to glue all of it. Okay, the back one is going to get glued straight. Okay. And then this wants to go on the back. You want to centralise it because I've given you a small gap, and you don't want it right up against the score line. You're just a hair width away, just to give it all room to move and breathe and expand and do all of the funky things it's meant to do. Okay. And then that will be your expanding thing. Now, we're not attaching it to here, because if we attach it to here, we're limiting the capacity of it almost. Okay, But I mean, you can do if you want. You can glue it to there if you want. But I've just left it not glued to this panel here. I've added a pocket and I have added tabs. You could, if you really want to, glue that section to there. Okay? So that when it opens, it's immediately all like that. Okay, in fact, I might do that on this one just to show you. Okay, so if you want to do that, then you glue all of that first panel as well. Okay, and then you won't need to pull it because you've got this 1/2 inch gusset here. If you just push it flat like that, it's not going to be right. So what you want to do is just lift it up, expand it ever so slightly, and then glue it. Okay, so go to maybe the middle envelope. Yeah, and press it down. Okay, there we go. Give it a bit of a press, and then that way it will all open immediately like that. Okay, so that's 2 ways of doing it. All right, so that's that one, and then obviously you just put a closure on there, and then here's how I did my original where I didn't attach it. Okay, so I've not attached mine to the front flap, I've left it like that, and then I can have a pocket there, and I've added my tabs to pull to extend. Okay, so that's how you make that lovely little project. I think it's really cute. It's actually really useful, you know, and it make a cute quick gift or a little addition to it, like I said, to a journal, or maybe if you're just bored and you like making pretty things, then get one made. So the closure here is merely a circle with an eyelet in, punched through there, and then use the twine to wrap it around for a closure. Obviously you can do whatever closure you want. You could do a belly band, you could just use ribbon, anything, but it's a cute, quick and easy rainy day project. So I hope that you enjoy that. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.